All right. Hello, everybody. Oh, gotta lower the mic a little bit. Okay, can you hear me? So, I've got bad news for the return of the stream. What the fuck? Speeder! I didn't even start the stream. Come on. Oh my God, thank you, Speeder. Oh my fucking God. All right. Jesus Christ. You're all right, brother. Hello, everybody. 15 spectators. Holy shit. All right. Yeah, the microphone's going to be a bit dog shit because I forgot it at my previous place. Hey, ain't that nice? So yeah, it's going to be no fucking hell. Going on the yacht. All right. Holy shit! What the fuck is this chat tonight? Alright, you guys are cooking. Alright, I gotta put on some good music then. Okay, hold on. What the fuck do I have in my playlist? I'm gonna put on some memes while I find something. Um oh yeah, it should be fine. Buddy, I was gonna launch this actually. Hold on. Yeah, this is well balanced. Trust. Alright. Hey Flopsu, how are you? My God! Alright, stop! You can't just make. Okay, I can't like. I get that I'm not active often nowadays because lots of conflicting events. That doesn't mean that like the second that I start streaming, you guys just throw in fucking like. Yeah, it's throwing fucking prime subs. Holy shit. No! That's a scam. Don't listen to that. Oh my God. Most organized Fox Plus stream? My God, my God. These clips. Oh my God, bro. So true. So true, evil clone. Please never reveal your identity. I know, but hey, hey, hey. All right, let's switch over to the real window. Hello. Oh my God. What? No, that's the fucking hype train. All right. Hello, everybody. Good to see you. Good to be back. Good to be back streaming. As you can see, I've changed backgrounds again. I finally moved into my new place. I'm still going to be changing some stuff around, so maybe the background will change. But that's where I'm going to stay now. Maybe you'll catch glimpses of the old place, because that's I still have access to that place, and I might be, you know, streaming from there. But this should be the mainstay for now. And you know, since this is just like my bedroom, I might set up some sort of green screen or something, maybe. I'll see how I do. You look like you would own a company. It's the black sweater. It's the fucking wait, hold on. It's not wide enough for this. Hold on. It's like I'm in. Just fucking like 90s movie hacker. Holy fucking shit. And I got the shower hair, which is not as good as it's played out to be. Actually, I think these are good songs after. At least 505 is good, but what is Hokusai? It means wave. It's because can I because of this. Because of this. All right. Not like Mr. Robot, more like Mr. 10x Engineer. Oh my God. Ay, 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 ay. Okay. We still. Oh my fucking God. This joke will never die. I just found out. Mudkib, hello! Good to see you. Yes, I've been streaming for a few months now. It's just that it's been very dispersed recently because of lots of events conflicting. And just when I thought I could get back into it, the game jam suddenly popped up with no warning, which means that my attention is divided from this to another project. Well, that's going to have to come out in by the 28th. I hope you guys are having fun with the game jam as well. I'm not sure how many people are participating, but I've heard of some friends of mine that are. So, I'm not a fan of this jam theme. Yes, I got that from a lot of other guys as well. I'm more a fan of this jam theme than the previous one. In fact, I'm such a non-fan of the previous one that I completely forgot like how it was formulated. But from what I remember, it was like very, very generic. Yeah, same. Like I just dropped out because the idea that I had was not good. Overkill, that's what the theme was. It's like the thing we've lost in translation is that it at least it targets something specific. Let me close out the this by the way. At least it targets something specific with lost in translation. You can do some communication stuff. You can just do like anything that screws up how yours and Jimmy's just taking free credits without doing anything. What a fucking good song. It's like fucking TikTok took over it, but Arctic Monkeys are so good. Gatekeeping ass motherfucker. But yeah, I think the jam theme is good this time around. See you, Red. I like it more than Overkill, to be fair. Oh yeah, true. Gonna put on Polly Holly. Okay, hold on. All right. Um, would be very surprised if someone found a way to make anything multiplayer for this. Uh, well, you're right that I think we're going to have a lot of puzzle games, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's a lot of multiplayer games, to be fair, because I mean, there's like the Lost in Translation means that you're going to like impact on communication, and that's kind of like between um between players, right? My God, Deadly John offered an. Oh my God, thank you very much. You don't need to do that, by the way. You can just watch the stream. Ay, ay, ay. You can give the sub to Evil Flush. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Keep talking and nobody explodes. Yeah, I guess that's kind of like the main gimmick that you could do, right? Maybe there's going to be a lot of puzzle games like this. Go ahead, go for it. But don't, okay, like, does that mean you're spending new money? Because if so, you don't need to do that. Do you make money off streaming? I guess I do, because I do get the revenue from the subs, but it's not the objective, right? Like I accept it because you unlock more stuff when you monetize, like the emote slots and whatnot. Um, but you don't need to sub. Fox Holocaust stealing your money. Oh my God. Eat the Fox plush, eat the rich. I need the sub. We might as well, like, that is homophobic. Jesus fucking Christ. Fucking Imgur compression. Um, You know, we're kind of here to like code a game, though. You don't need too much, Gib. Uh, so what I had in mind for today, is that since I've got to work tomorrow, I don't have that much time to do like a big system like building upgrading. So I think we're going to try and get to let's see, try and get to like tree growing, at least tree growing, I think is going to be good. Maybe we can, maybe we don't reach it tonight because it's going to implicate a lot of stuff. But the main objective is going to be tree growing and meteorites. Ah, let's accept that. So yeah, either tree growing or meteorites we focus on tonight. In any case, in any case, ah, ay, ay, ay. In any case, we're going to just fucking the fucking the Weezer riff. Holy shit. Um, I just like it wiped out my brain. I was talking to talk about something and it just said the. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. Focus up. Yeah, so either we focus on doing meteorites to replenish rocks, or we do tree growing, which is going to be less spectacular, I believe, but you know, it's still important. I do want for tree growing, I want the forest to like kind of spread. So like I'm going to generate the trees not randomly on the map, but I want to make it so like trees can have a chance of spawning another trees around them. Kind of strange about coastal. I need to set up like some like suggestion pipeline or something. At least that would like give the subs something to do because right now you're just like wasting your money. It's a song about Reddit. Don't want to put that on. Just the artist name Cross Socks is at shovel so you can flatten terrain. Interesting take. I don't think I'm going to do add to. Oh yeah, yeah, no, I can't do that because I'm not good enough in video editing to do a banger video on it. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. So what do you guys want? Chickpeas. Oh my God. What I what fucking hell. Oh, Jesus Christ. What is this stream? Okay. What do you want to go insane? You know what? I'm not even gonna ask. I'm just gonna get trolled. I'm gonna set up a poll. How do I set up a poll? Gotta put up the fucking stream manager. Holy shit. Like the voice flash. I'm never going to accomplish anything. My God. Oh. Careful, because my girlfriend's in the chat. Uh, be very careful. Just be very careful what you're doing, evil clone. Ay, 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 ay. This is peak Foxlore. Did you not watch the like 30 streams where she pops up in the back playing Undertale? Ay, ay, ay. I'm going to manage to set up this fucking poll. I don't know why I can't do it um on OBS, by the way. It's my first stream. Ah, nice, nice. Right. New poll. What do we focus on? Trees growing, meteorites falling from the sky. It's a command. Ah, I see. What? Um. All right, stop this. Should work, hopefully. Does it work? Coverage just beats you to death. So can you see the poll? Is it available? I did see a vote on it, so I hope it is. But yeah, vote on the poll, and you cannot. What? There's a vote on it though. Oh my God, where is the right option? I'll do whatever you guys suggest. While you get on the poll though, I'm going to do something that's necessary um, on both things, which is that I want to make it so. So basically, for both of these, right? Um, we're just going to be placing new rocks and placing new trees. Um, what I want to do for a fancy animation is I want the rock and the trees to like gradually place. My God, I just realized something saying that is that the you can actually use points to rig the vote. You can, yes. No, I'm not pulling up the paint. I'm not that I'm not that kind of stream. Um, right. I just realized that I wanted to do something like the rocks growing in, but sadly the rocks are completely hollow, which is not really what we want if we want to do a growing animation. So maybe the rocks we don't make grow. So maybe this is only for trees growing, which is fine because the meteorite is going to take a lot of work anyway. I had this idea for the meteorite, by the way. Instead of doing some fancy, spinning head or something, um, which is, I think what qxeii did. I think back then, since he didn't have display entities, I think qxeii did something in the hand of a giant. Anyway, I think the way to go to make it a bit stylized and a bit fun is to make it so it's a spinning firework star, you know? Uh, let's see, we have this. So like you would have the firework star like this, just like spinning towards the ground. And you might say this isn't 3D, but by making it a billboard instead of like like an actual item, like if we make it appear as a billboard, it'll look like one of these old 3D things. Kind of like the balls in could also use a resource pack. That's the point of this project. This is your first time on the stream, so this is why I guess you wouldn't know. The point of this plot is to experiment with doing stuff without a resource pack. So this is the title that I managed to do. I think this is the best thing I can do without a resource pack here. But yeah, we did this thing. My God, the evil clone meme in 2025. But yeah, this is what we cooked for last time. We're basically just aiming to do uh, uh, all of it without a resource pack to make it as clean as possible. Oh, I didn't code anything else than play an encyclopedia though. Use several item models of blocks of different rotations. You're correct because that would be a way to make some sort of like sphere. Maybe like if you use less item blocks, item models, you end up with something like a spiky-ish sphere. So it is. Did you close off the opening? What? Um, right. You would have a lumpy rock, right? Uh, I like that. I'm also not going to be playing the neighborhood. Oh my god, bruh. Okay, if my YouTube music is crashing, that wouldn't really help. Put the guy's range on. Frank Sinatra, what? You know what I'm gonna put on? Hold on. Wait, wait. Is this? Am I remembering right? Is this the one? I'm putting on the Frank Sinatra. Oh yeah, yeah. This is not that funny, but I do think it's a really good name. Okay, let me check the state of the poll. Ah, seems to be skewing towards meteorites. I love you for that. Ay, ay, ay. We're never going to actually code, by the way. It's just going to be this for the entire stream. In a bad way. Oh my god. You're cooked. Okay. Ay, 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 ay. All right. Let's put on an actual song now. I'm getting a lot of like Living Tombstone recommended to me. I mean, I did start the stream off with Love I Need, so you know. Mm. I'm incredibly Ay, ay, ay. Let's put a pause on this. Um, Checking out the playlist. Put on some Jack Stover. It's pretty good. Drunk by Leaving Tombstone. It's pretty good. Oh my god, yes it is. I'm gonna put it on the queue. Hold on. Put on the schizophrenia soundtrack. All right. Okay. So let's see what the poll is up to. I'm in the way. Right, still meteorites. It looks like meteorites is going to win. Can I end the poll early? I'm stop the cat. Oh my fucking god. All right. Let's end the poll. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, so let's gun for the meteorites. I do want to try the fireworks spinning animation because I think that's going to look neat and stylized and not like stuff that's been seen before. So it's going to be nice. All right, so I think for this, let's go back on. I think it's entities, not in it. Yes. Um, It's actually been a long time. I should like go back on the stuff that we've coded a little bit. Not like all of it, but like the general principles. So let's do that real quick. So with section manager. Um, so for those of you that have not checked into the stream for a long while and you want to like know what I'm using, what I how I code. So first of all, what you need to know is that I use MillerMod. MillerMod is a client-side mod that allows me to read code templates, um, and it essentially accomplishes two things. For my part, it makes it much faster to like catch up on the code and to be able to insert stuff, know where stuff is, etc. And for your sake, it's very visual. You can like read up on the code that was done previously if you want to. You can pause on stream to read if you want to like know how a system works. I think it's very good. Um, why no code clients? Code client is an equally good mod. It works really nice. I should open a page. It works really nice, Code Client. I have a slight preference for MillerMod because I do like the the ensemble view. Hello, Matt. Oh, Matt, thank you for this. Thank you for this. So yeah, I do like the ensemble view, and also I think the ability to show to you the entire code instead of like scrolling past and looking at the chest contents like this. I think that's better for a stream perspective. Being made by a gay. Uh, hello, Velfie, how are you? Strange choice of sentence. What? What did I say? Right. So yeah. So gotta focus up. So I use MillerMod. In terms of other mods that I use, this is gonna moderators let me cook. I use a pre-cam to allow me to see effects on my body when I do like particle effects, when I do like name tag stuff, when I want to look at stuff that I'm not supposed to be physically accessing. Pre-cam is really useful for stuff like this. I do recommend it if you want to actually use it for coding. Obviously, don't use it to like cheat. Let me actually I think I need to go there. Recam. Yeah, let me reset the speed. Right. It's very useful for checking out. Like here, I have a system for the rocks and the trees that places stained glass underneath, and I can get a rough idea by just looking there instead of just having to dig through the ground or switch to spectator mode. If I just want to get a quick idea, it's very useful. I use that. You might have also noticed that I've got an X-ray. So if you want the specific usage, I use this for Vault Versus to like locate where I put custom blocks, right? So basically what I mean with all of this is that you can use cheat mods in build and dev mode as long as it like only helps you in your personal situation and as long as it doesn't affect other players, right? Um, like it's not counted as cheating. Same thing with Light Massacre. If you use an auto clicker in building, etc. You should add the Bobby mod. I'm aware of the Bobby mod. I think I took it off at some point because it was a bit laggy. Not sure. Yeah, but I know what it is. So yeah, I don't know what else I have on mods. Mostly resource pack stuff, mod menu, flashback, and like optimization mods. That's mostly what I use. If you want the full library, that's how it is. In terms of code, I use a class system that I made that's only like 8 code blocks long. And in fact, we can like update it right now because it still uses a debug function that's no longer needed because we now have send debug message that was added in a recent patch. I don't exactly know which, but you know. Quick tip, by the way, about the print debug patch. I don't know if it's been fixed. Was it? Yeah, probably not. If you put the sound on none, it's only going to send to the owner, I think. At least that's what I noticed at some points, but maybe it's been fixed, but yeah. If your print debug doesn't work for your plot co-owners, check that out. That might be it. Okay, so yeah, we can just replace it with something like, I don't know, let's give it a yellowish tint, like class. It's got new class. Give it some whites and class name. It's completely red. Eesh. Oh, it's because I messed up the. Yeah. No, no, I didn't. What? Hmm. You have 7 characters, do I? No, okay. Never mind. I don't know what happened, but it's fixed now. Uh, I meant orange, but it's obviously a very darkened orange because the point is that when you join in, it doesn't like visually obstruct from anything important. It's just a debug message. So yeah, it's so the class system. Let's go. Let's go on the class system. Talk about Brown. Yes. Um, the class system looks like this, right? You put in a class name and attribute names to define a class. You can see that it only saves the attribute names here, and it does a registry of the class. And then on the class object init, in which you put the class name, the object ID, and any values that you want that need to correspond to these attribute names. What you end up doing is basically this is like an advanced dictionary, right? It's not anything too advanced. Like it's not a true class system in the sense that it doesn't have any methods going on. It's mostly just an attribute system. But this is very useful because instead of having to like unpack dictionaries from Diamondfire, you can just like refer to a certain attribute that you want using the nested variable system, which is the %var system. So here, for example, I have a tree growth stage thing that is used to like define the health points of tree. It's not the great example. I should have used that. It's very, very obscure. But let's look at the OR system here, where I that I used to like declare ORs. Um, Basically, here you can see that I define the OR class, and it contains attributes like OR item, weight. The weight is the weight in the pool. The palette it uses in terms of normal blocks, stair blocks, and snap blocks. And here you can see that I've made a custom function called terrain.init.or that takes in some arguments. But inside that function, I do a whole bunch of manipulation here, and then I initialize an object. And basically, what this ends up doing is saving stuff like this, which makes it way more accessible. Because instead of doing, like I have I have the all underscore iron information thing, and it's set to a dictionary like weight equals 2, etc. And I have to get the value if it's not a number or a string. I have to get it using another block, and that takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of space. It's overall just not very practical if you want to stay concentrated. So, not concentrated, but focused. Actually, can you say concentrated? Maybe. But anyway, yeah, the class system is something I developed sort of recently, but it's helped me tremendously. Mostly all of Vault Versus depends on it. Hello, hello, Velpy. All of Vault Versus depends on it. This game entirely depends on it. It's um, it's very useful. I like it. What's your opinion on Hytale being saved from discontinuation? I saw that very recently. I don't know. I'm not gonna judge like without seeing the final product. It did seem to me to be like one of these games you could find in the 2010s of like low-key Minecraft copies. Where it's like I don't know what I can't even remember what they were called to be fair. But lots of like voxel blocks, something like this. The class system is an interesting concept. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it got brought back from Riot. That's why I think it's safe for real this time. But, I'm waiting to see the final product. All right. Let's actually get to coding now. So I think what we want to do is we want to define. Eesh. Why am I lagging all of a sudden, by the way? Let's get the music. Because the music is not at its peak. It's because like it's because I need to give in and I need to put in some TV girl. Nah. Oh, this one. Yeah, all right. Let's put it on this radio. It's gonna be fine. All right, can you guys still hear that? Probably. Yeah. You need to have Africa by Toto. All right, I'll put it on the playlist. Some more of that song by Jamie Page. Okay. Is, it, is this a meme song? What? I say this is like one result out of 1,000 of more songs. Um, this meme song was actually good. Okay, I see. Nah, I'm gonna let my radio run right now because I need to focus up. Okay, let's add a like a meteorite thing here, I think. Do we want to add a meteorite thing? Because the entity system is reserved for like long-standing entities. But then again, the meteorite could spawn in like I don't know. I guess I'm thinking a little bit. Whatever. Let's add it. All right, meteorite. What could we add as an attribute to the meteorite? Landing log, and then probably yaw from. So like you would define a meteorite by where it's going to land and where it's coming from, right? Because the height, the speed, and everything is always going to be the same, I think. Getting a meteorite visual. I want you to rate it later. Ah, I'm interested. Okay. So, landing log, yaw from. We need to also add an all type. Just add all. And also, let's just call this yaw. Let's be more specific. So landing log is one attribute. Should be landing log in yaw. Log is another because log is going to be the location of the meteorite falling. It's going to be useful for respawning the entity just in case. And that's going to be it, I think. I'm not sure. Yeah, it should be fine. So I think we can simply just then have a meteorite function. What do I call my general functions like this? Terrain dot, yeah. I'm probably going to call it like terrain dot terrain dot init dot meteorite. It's probably fine. POV the VOD gets muted. Yeah, don't worry about that. I set up the VOD so that the music doesn't go on it, which makes it a bit schizo if I dance along to the music, because I on the VOD I'll just look like a like a complete psychopath. Um, but yeah, it's the VODs don't get strike. Don't worry about it. All right, so for the meteorite, we need the landing lock, of course. We need the ore type. I don't know if we need the yaw. It looks like regardless roasted. Um, do we need the yaw or do we just figure it out? I think I think we just figure it out, right? We might as well like just use it randomly. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Is it to take me away from you? Me, right? Right. So I think we could just like figure it out. Yeah, it's fine. Jesus fuck. All right, hold on. Let me put this on pause real quick. I need to grab a tissue. Hold on. All right, I'm back. What the fuck is that message, Chelsea? I love it too because that is the only that's the only message you sent me for like 3 months or something, and it's that exact picture. Oh my fucking god! All right, okay, hold on. What the fuck did I get pinged in? Okay. All right. You're not going to show us. You're gonna have to find it. Sorry, I'm not showing that. You can as well be. Okay. I think for we definitely just do like a random pitch for now. We'll worry about, optimizations for it later. Hello? Wait, am I stupid? Where is random? It's the dice. Of course it's the dice. Jesus Christ. Okay. In terms of clarity, you could also do like a percent random, and in terms of the clarity, I think it's better to define it like this. I am going to initialize an object. So we said meteorite. We're going to define an ID variable. For the meteorite arguments, I already forgot what we put in. So let's load it using millimod. Let's read. We need the ore, the landing lock, the yaw, and the lock. So the ore. That's not it. Jesus Christ. The ore is in the parameters anyway. What am I doing? The landing lock, the yaw, and then the lock is going to be created from the landing lock and the yaw, I think. Mainly, we should be able to do this set location direction. No, actually, because direction takes in a vector, so we're going to do set location coordinate. Yaw here, yeah. So lock is set from landing lock to the yaw. Yeah. And then I think we do something like this. Not shift in direction, but shift in all directions. We do a forward change of like, I don't know, 50 and 30 in the air. That seems like a good angle. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! No, no, no! I just realized. How are you? Is that your first comment? Or did you send ones that I didn't see? Because this doesn't show it as your first comment on OBS, so I'm a bit worried that I'll let stuff slide. All right. Okay. Let's get back to this. So yeah, I think this is a good like. I think this is a good way to start here. It does look a lot. No, no, it doesn't. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I do the Kirk teeth? Nah, okay, you can't tell me I do the Kirk teeth. I'm legit going to like get sad from this. Do I, do I do the Kirk teeth when I smile? Come on. You show your gums. What does he say in that one clip where it's like a creepy ass smile? Um, to show on street. No, no, no. No, you won't. Oh yeah. You know what fetus is in Latin? It means little human. It's that's the one thing. It means little human. Oh my fucking god. No, you don't need to do it. Please. I'll do anything. Please don't. Oh my god. I'm not creepy enough. That's, you know what? Thank you. Right. Okay. So let's get fucking back to the code. Holy shit. Um, we initialize the meter right here. Now we need to initialize an entity, which I don't remember how you do. So let's go look at a reference. Uh, to debate young goats. The Fox Plus show. I just get people to feature on the stream. I'm like, do you know? Do you know what loader means? It means little processed. Oh my god. I'm just having fun with my own fucking like. Well, it's not my own private jokes, but it's obscure Diamond Fire private jokes. When I have a feeling that your evil clone is Sinso, loud incorrect buzzer. Try again. Um, how do I define an entity again? An entity again. What entities do I have? Go in workstation. If I go and click dot workstation. Um, you type of phone talk about support. Hard coding. Talking about hard coding. I'm trying to find the right spin to put on it. Um, why am I blanking so much? It's such an obvious subject to make fun of, but okay, whatever. I'll find a better joke later. Entity.spawn seems like a very straightforward name, but I didn't find it. So this is the one. Entity.spawn. How long did it take you to crack who's behind the evil clone? I like a second. I it was so obvious. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, ID here. I think I've for so we didn't define the ID yet. We'll probably need to probably need to do this. I don't know, meteorite ID here. Yeah, seems fair. So we'll augment a meteorite ID variable here, and then for the ID we do meteorite underscore %var meteorite ID. So this is a very easy way to get like unique IDs, for the stuff that you want to like separate. Here it's for my instance names. Um, as a rule of thumb, you should never really do this if players can if users, because this applies to real coding, you should never do this if users or any sensitive data can be accessed through their ID name. You know how YouTube, hello Octal, you know how YouTube encodes their video links, right? Like has uh what is it, base 64 thing on the top. It's not base 64 though. It's like it's not even all of ASCII, so I don't know. But yeah, it encodes it a little bit. It's like a code, but the codes don't follow each other, right? You can't like count videos. Because if you could just like easily go through every single YouTube video ever, and that's kind of a problem because for unlisted videos. Anyway, what I'm getting at is if stuff can be accessed from its ID, you should never actually do this. But here it's fine because you can't access um, you can't access stuff through the IDs that I make here. But yeah, just like a little tangent because I got to thinking about it while doing this. Don't worry, I'm just it's just a schizo post. The Foxbush hair will never turn bald. Is this the good clone? It's not the evil clone, right? You're, you're saying the truth. I say right, right? Like it's not. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, so for the ID here, I think we kind of just repeat the same ID. It's not something I've done before, but here should be fairly okay, so it's fine. The type is a meteorite. No, okay. I didn't lose 5 pixels. Oh, yeah, yeah. No, okay. I'm gonna defend my hairline with all my might. This is this this is how I started, right? I started with this hairline, but if you would see if you would see the density of that fucking hair, you would know that like I'll be 100 years old. I still have that hair. You can trust me. Okay, for the class, it's also meteorite. For the instance, it's ID. It's gonna look very weird, but trust it. This is all correct. Um, we do need to do a spawn entity thing, which is going to be spawn entity dot meteorite. What is this? What is this music, brother? I can find better than this. Nothing but thieves is good, but oh, you know what? Let's do a reference to a chatter that popped up. Um, let's put on some Mother Mother. Okay. Okay, Stranger. I'm not putting against Stranger. You gave too many red flags. Entity and look. That's what I want. Entity string. Oh, is there some lag? No, it seems fine. And then the look. So what we wanted to do is we wanted to do an item display. So let's call it model. Spawn it here, and we'll have to define the model here. And I think we can get the model from the item that is stored in the ore that is stored in the meteorite. So to get the ore, the meteorite, Pixley or Amjay vibes. No, it's not. It's not them. The website Verver.tim is not taken. Oh no, please don't say that out loud. That would have oh my god, it would have been such a good website to cope. To cop, not to cope. You should claim Verver.tim. Yeah, but what to do what with it? Claim it now. I'll do it later. I'll do it later. Yeah, let me just like reveal my credit card information. Random type of shit to say. Oh, yo. Did you see that that roots theory video from some guy called Gold something? Let me actually find the video and send it to you because it's pretty peak. Hold on. I think I have it. It's look, I would not recommend like Deltarune theory videos, right? Like it's the fuck up will go in history, you know? Yeah. um yeah, the I would not be one to recommend like theory videos because they usually suck, let's be honest. But this one is really good. Like it actually goes in deep into stuff that's like not talked about among the community, so it's really nice. Inform you once it's been examined. Have fun, have fun. Oh my god, TV Girl next. Pretty nice playlist. Right, spawn and see media. We define a model here. This is when we do the big var. So, okay, let's take a second to think. I start off with the meteorite. Do you know who Half-Break Chaos is? I think I do, yeah, that name rings a bell. I must have watched a couple videos. I need to focus now, though. So, game.spawned entity? Well, I completely forgot the fucking format. Let's look at other spawn entity functions to see if I can. What the fuck? Game entity, yes, that's the one. Okay. Game entity dot percent var entity dot instance. This is the name of the meteorite, right? So if we do meteorite dot this dot ore, we get the ore associated with the meteorite. Am I skipping any steps? I don't think I am. No, should be fine. So we get the ore from this. And then if we do ore dot this dot ore item, we get the ID of the item. And then if we do item dot this dot item, we should get the actual item. So this looks insane if you've not coded with nested variables before. But do you realize that if I didn't have the class system, instead of doing this, which holds on one line, right? And I describe the entire process of getting there. We would have to do like 5 or 6 or 7 get dictionaries just to like get this single bit of like associated element. Good luck reading that in 10 years. That's the thing though, it's not like it's not obscure, right? You start from the middle, You have the entity, you get the instance associated with this entity that correlates with the meteorite. You get the ore from this. I can't point on it because it's a hover. Is this more expansive on vars? No, it's not. Because, and I can guarantee you that it's not, because you're directly getting the result here. Whereas if you would do it the old-fashioned way of like extracting data from a dictionary, what you end up doing is you end up creating clones of the dictionaries that of the sub-dictionaries that you're storing stuff in, and that's bad memory-wise. Even if it's a line var, it's still like an operation that takes more CPU compared to this, where you directly access the information. I recommend doing this. The class system is easy to copy. I do still have to publish it on Code Vault, but you've seen it. You can make it in like 30 seconds. I recommend you do it and you experiment with it because it's very, very useful for that sort of thing. I'm still committed to throwing money at you, mostly because I don't think Jerry streamed this month. That's right, isn't it? I haven't heard of many Jerry streams. Maybe life just got busy. It got busy for me too, so I'm fortunate enough to still have time to stream a little bit. It's getting a bit late though on my part, so I don't know if we're going to go with meteorites all the way. We haven't been productive all stream. I'll admit that, but it was a pretty nice stream nonetheless. Right, we do get the item here. So what's good is let's see if this works. If it doesn't work, I'll look like a clown for doing my whole like justification of it, but it's fine. Let's scale it up. We did say we wanted to make it a centered billboard. So yeah, this is going to make it like face the camera at all times. Speed is correct. Lucius Crogans. Just leaking your friend's name. What the fuck? And later we'll make it like rotate constantly to make it look like it's spinning to, go hit the ground. But yeah, this should be fine. So now we have a function to spawn the meteorite. Which, by the way, we want to spawn it immediately. Is it possible to do that? What is entity.check spawn? I just forgot my entire fucking thing. It always spawns it immediately. That's great. Okay, so now let's go in commands. And if we have access to dev commands, let's add like a meteorite command or something. Look at what the fuck we just got. Oh yeah, Rixie's a mod, isn't she? I'm just gonna ban it. At least I think I can. Oh, hey, good one. You got it in time. Great job, Rixie. What the fuck? All right. So let's do meteorite as a dev command, and let's make it so it calls this terrain.init.meteorite. Let's make it iron, and let's make it be the player's location, which isn't really safe. In fact, it's not safe at all. Let's not do that. Let's align it first, because I don't want to like have rotation associated with it. It's not going to have any when we get to it, but it's fine. Okay. We do have to wait for the map to generate. I remember when I used to like pop in early and just get swallowed by a tree. Okay, meteorite. Do we have a meteorite around? I spawned it pretty far, so I don't know if I'll see it right off the bat. Yo, wait, good one, good one, good one. I have to risk dying for this. I'm not risking dying, is fine. Nah, I'm putting the original. I'm a purist. Oh, freezing the materia. Materia? What? Okay, let's see if I've got meteorite stuff initialized. It does spawn a meteorite. It spawns a location. You know, if any dev is listening, I would love to be able to teleport to locations that I can see in plot bars. It seems like the most mundane thing ever, but that would be really good. Okay. So the landing log. Fortunately, Minomod has this thing, plot XYZ, which is really useful. Let's like spawn it again. The fuck? There we go. 162, 102. That's the other way. No? Over there? What the fuck is that? Is that the... No, it should be over there. What height? 102. No, it's supposed to be over there, but it's not spawn. Is it like visible? Okay, let's like simplify the thing real quick, just to test if the model spawns at all. What we're going to do is we're going to like change this to like override this to be the landing log instead, just so that way it spawns it on us instead. Oh, you can do that. Not a good dev. Meteorite. That's the one. Doesn't seem to be spawning any entities. Meteorite dot. Yeah, meteorite 1. So meteorite 1 is supposed to be an entity as well. Game entity dot. Ah, there we go. Game entity 235. It's literally just a dot through an OSD. Okay, game entity dot this dot UID. It is spawned. So what could this be referring to? Because I do not see. This is an item, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I do not see an entity. So I don't think this is how it works. If it doesn't like assign the entity properly, it might be because it's not getting a proper item. Switching these around might help. I just gotta look at a diff jam game. You're cooked, bro. Probably. What could also be great here is to set this to a test variable to see if the model is correct. It's just a pretty good way to test stuff if you'd like. Do I have any other variables named test? No, I don't. You can just set the stuff you want to a test variable. That way you can see the type, you can see if it's defined properly, you can see its contents. Anyway, yeah, meteorite. Let's check test. Doesn't that make more sense? No? All right, so that does mean that It does mean I flex for nothing. Uh, all right. So now we're going to do the painful part of debugging this. Which is that we're going to test this one by one. Actually, just like if I can like, you're not even close. What is this? This is not Deltarune. What the fuck? FNAF 6 Super Smash Brothers Ultimate? Hello, Benity. What am I looking at here? What kind of like bootleg remix? I'm putting on the Deltarune OST, I don't care. Okay. I'm gonna put on only the music. It's not Deltarune, but it's pretty fine. Okay. So we want to check if the entity is correct. We want to check if the instance is correct. Just to make sure, right? This is called entity, yes. We want to check if the OR is correct. Oh no! It could not have been called all type, right? No, it's not. Because that's not it. This, and this. And you know, that way we get to see where the thing fails. Jesus fucking Christ. What an OST. Alright, that's enough. I'm gonna look like a schizo on the crazy looking from two. Game entity is correct. Meteorite is correct. Which means it fails. Where does it fail? 1, 2, 3. It fails on this meteorite.ore. Did I not define the ore properly? Octal says, how do you have stuff outside your plot? This is because I have some admin watchers that thought it would be really, really funny to put stuff right outside the plot because they have perms to do that. So I didn't do it myself. And it's not something you can reproduce. So meteorite. Let's check meteorite.meteorite1 dot to see the attributes. All is defined. So what is the problem here? Okay, there is one thing that I think I did not properly in the slightest. I just realized because on this part right there, when I spawned the entity, I misunderstood. Ah, that might be why actually. This is a variable and not a string, which means it's supposed to receive something. So let's just call it like entity. We get the entity name from this. It's not something you specify. Anyway, this returns blank. Oh my fucking god. I just saw it. Can you see it as well? It's happened on this stream before, and I have not grown out of the mistake, it seems. Yep. That's the one. That's what was missing. All right. So let's get out of this, and let's fix it on the real one. So yeah, always double check. I don't need to tell you the whole spiel. All right. These are satisfying moments though, because you find out, and in the end, the whole method is not fucked, and in reality, it's not like imploding on itself. It's just you that made a mistake. Always feels pretty nice. Meteorite, and we have our meteorite. That's nice. So this is what I wanted it to look like, right? I want it to look like it's falling from the sky, right? And it's rotating, and it looks like this from any angle because it's a billboard. Is this a good idea, you think? Or should I go the standard way of doing like a spinning head? Because I think this could be fun. This could be like a more stylized version of what is usually done. I'm just gonna go and with enough particle should be good. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna like just keep at this, and it's easy to change. Oh fucking god! It's too late for this shit. Oh my god, with the fucking third sanctuary in the background. It's the evil, evil, evil clone. But you said the entity brightness as well. Yes, indeed. That's a good point. Could also make it glowing, but I don't know if that's a good idea. The fuck's with clothes are calling type shit. But in front of you stand two clones. One tells the truth, the other tells lies. Type shit. Yeah, I think glowing would be a bit of a kill. Alright, let's set the brightness. It's double 15. Number 15. Jesus Christ, that's old. Let's give it a bit of a big shadow to see like land. Should be fun. I think that should be it in terms of stuff that we want to like instantiate with. Okay, so now that we fixed the Rodrigo, it's like yeah, I mean, me too. I've got to wake up in like 6 hours, man. You know what? I think we need to just like put this on pause and encode tomorrow or something. It's a complicated project to develop for because there's still like big system to do, and I don't really like have the time to like focus on catching up on the code because I got distracted with other projects and also with just real life stuff. So it's a bit tough to develop for, but I do my best because I do really enjoy the streaming aspect. Says you're a possible man. What? What the fuck? Oh wait, it does. What the fuck? All right. So this is where the entity thing is going to be useful. Entity.uid. could just get the UID from this. And actually, I don't think we're going to start it here though. We're going to put this at the end of this because we want to restart if the entity somehow unloads. Yeah, they're trying to blend in. It's the buy sub spot. Okay, meteorite.spin. I don't think we need to copy. And for all intents and purposes, this is going to be a very simple loop. Perhaps the simplest I'll do ever. You do an interpolation. Is it 1 0 or 0 1? Yes, it's 1 0. You do rotation from Euler angles. It's not pitch, not yaw, but roll. Yeah, it's a pretty good track. It's pretty underrated because of the variations that exist, but I'd say it's pretty nice. Let's try it's 10, whatever. Yeah, they should make like a spinny meteorite. Meteorite.fall here. Should also be selecting this, I think. Also, this is not the right way to call this. It should be the last entity. Except tier 2 if they ever get tempted. I will make my sub a tier 3 if they ever get tempted. What? For Kind Stranger. You know, at some point, I'm going to add, I think. I should look into it. Into adding like a way for the radio to plug into Twitch subs. That would give you something to do with the money that you've spent. So here. Hey, Freeford. Uh, um, well, you know, if you talk about the actual game jam, it's going pretty well. We're cooking some nice stuff. I'm feeling pretty confident. I think we've got a good idea. Talk about this. This has been going on for way longer than jam. Okay, so hold on. Let's save the entity variable because we'll need it. And I think that's all that we'll need. All right. Meteorites.fall. It's kind of an underrated song as well. I don't think it's underrated. It's talked about plenty, but should I call this on Meteorite actually? I probably should not. I should probably not do it like this. I should give it no targets. I do copy all, however. I think for this, I should copy the entity. Fact. Bears eat beets. God, I'm a fucking nerd. Good night, evil clone, or should I say? Nah, I'm not gonna reveal. I'm gonna keep the bit going. Ay, ay, ay. What? Frolight's going to sleep. Ah, good night, Froglight. Sorry, sorry, sorry. You're going to sleep while TV World is playing. Oh shit. All right, have a good night. Sure. I can't concentrate with TV World. Holy shit. Yeah, so meteorite.spin is going to do the visual following of the entity, and meteorite.fall is going to do the changing of the location. So for meteorite.fall, all that we do is we do this. We do game entity.percent_var entity.look as the starting lock. And we do dot landing lock. Let's not mess it up this time. %var. Yeah. This is the end lock. And for this, I think we want to do 0.5. We shouldn't specify, but you know, whatever. The guess they have made. My guess is that the evil counterpart is actually. Well, I don't think that's true. Also, this is true. No, I'm not. I'm not adding it. I'm not adding it. But that's. I don't think that's the. I don't think that's the good guess. No shit, it's over. What do you have next? Holy shit. Cooking so much. Let me send you actually. Did you draw your own border, Timler? Are you referring to this? I did. I did. I'm quite proud of it. I think it looks nice. Thank you. Also did the bottom. This fox though here is from the Minecraft live reveal of the fox. Did you make Minecraft? No, I did not make Minecraft. What a preposterous question. I just realized something that's pretty neat. We don't need to do it like this. We could do it. Ah, wait, hold on. This is actually insane. Game entity dot percent var entity dot look. We could just set it continuously like this. Will this work? If it does, it's really neat. Yeah, the guess was closer than any of the previous ones, but still not it. And this is where the free cam is useful because we could see it coming. Okay, meteorite. Where is it? Where the fuck is the meteorite? This is scary as shit. Is it coming or isn't free cam not allowed on DF? Well, we had this go. Oh! I thought I got. I thought I got hit. What? What is stop spinning? Oh, it's just lagging. Gotcha. Right, so this is the spinning meteorite. Okay, I think it's got the right speed. We do need to give it some sound and stuff, but you know, I think it's slow though, probably. And also, maybe it just comes from too far. I cannot see where it's coming from. Oh my God, is this it? No, never mind. That's the old one. Where is it coming from? Oh yeah, it's coming from way too low. Let's just change that, and then I think I'll go to sleep. In fact, let's make it like double the height. Make it come in vertically. Actually, wait. No, never mind, because 2020 is probably good. What a great song. The meteorite is coming! Coming! He's the one. Meteorite is always groovy, but never glooby. Whatever he says, I can't remember. Yeah, that's where I need to find the shift. It's over there. Mysteries, 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 mysteries. What good at fucking YouTube poop? Yes, that's how I know I had to. There was no other way. Why do they always come from the ground? What? Am I missing something? I just put it 20 blocks up. Where is it coming from? What the fuck? What? What? Why would it possibly be coming from the ground? Because hold on, it just fucking slides across the snow. Oh my god. Meteorite one. The look. What the fuck, man? What? That's the yaw, isn't it? I'm not defining it wrong, right? Botany. No. I almost said it. I almost said it. I will not get had by 2020 memes. Oh my god. So yeah, like logically speaking, it should just be like, yeah, 2020 and what the fuck, man? Yeah, that's mostly with coding. What the fuck? Oh, you know what? That made me realize that the resin clumps could make for like an interesting fire effect behind the meteors, right? Oh, we have to keep that in mind for the next one. That'd be nice. He's the chef. Okay, hold on. I'm just trying to understand. Could it be with the 2x2 logs? For real, what a reference. I think that's going to be the issue, probably, right? As we start off from this, we don't actually save a code block. Okay. Your bed right now, you're taking too long. Yeah, I should go to bed. So hold on, let's test if this is the issue. What the fuck? Okay, so I think I understand. If this is the issue, no, it totally is the issue. So the reason it's spawned on us and the reason it slid across the ground, it's actually it's a very interesting mistake. Um, it means that the location is undefined. Because as you probably noticed, I don't know if you noticed it, I didn't. Um, the asteroid was always coming from this direction, right? The reason for it is because when a location is undefined in Diamondfire, most of the time it's undefined behavior. Most of the time it gets set at the plot spawn, which is the reason why it was sliding across the ground like this. Yeah, you had a good feeling, yeah. So yeah, if you didn't know, this is how it works. Hello, LP Blood. Okay, I hope I don't turn into like the bad aspects of my software. Oh yeah, yay. So what's worrying about that is that I don't actually know if I can fix the way the locations are defined. Let me think. There's a reason this doesn't work. The reason is because this. Where's the house that's like always established? The reason is because this doesn't make sense because the game entity component does not have a location. It points to a location. And that's the real problem. It's meteorite percent var of this. Oh my fucking god. We did it. No, wait, I fucked it up. That's the one. And then, no, and then like this. And then this is this. And then this is this. And this should make the meteorite finally come from the right direction. And then I can go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. You know the meme. Are you doing Game Jam, by the way? Yes, I am. Meteorite. Where is it? Come on, show yourself. I got leaked. It's over. Where is the fucking meteorite? Are you kidding me? If it's sliding in from this direction, I swear to fucking God. Where the fuck is this meteorite? The lock is equal to the landing lock? What the fuck? For fuck's sake. What the fuck is going on? Okay, I have a solution that could help us out. It is to express this continuously using the debug function. That way we get to see if it's actually iterating, if it's doing anything at all. If it's still corrupted, if it, you know, I think it's the best way to go. If it's not running, meteorite. What the fuck? We're at the right location. Where is the fucking thing? Where is it? The six diamond fighter bugs. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my god, I don't want to go to sleep without figuring it out. This is going to haunt me all night. The location is correct, right? Because it does like decrease in height. What the fuck is going on, man? You know what? You know what? Alright, this is some of the girlfriend lore. I made this exact meme with the exact same template at like 3 months in the relationship because it's like at some point I was like she was sleeping she was sleeping next to me and I was like debugging some shit. This is like absolutely the problem, by the way. It's because we don't teleport to the right location. Alright, not this one though. This one is also not that great. This is really fucking good. Yeah, so the problem was like very simple. There we go. All right. Holy shit. All right. So it's too fast. We need to make it zero point 0.5. And then we need to go to bed. Ay, 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 ay. Actually, 0.5 might also be too fast. Still a me, alright, so, it's fine. Okay, so now that we fixed the fucking thing, we can make it a decent height again because, it just means that we had a wrong opinion of this the entire time. I'm going to kill myself, by the way, for the snowball noises. Okay. 50 probably. Because we wanted to like slide across the horizon to like indicate to players that it's coming. So that they may like go towards the new ore and whatnot. You'll sleep the True. I think this is a good time to call it quits. We'll do the whole animating part of it on the next stream. I don't know when that will be. Maybe Wednesday? Maybe later? Because I do have to like do the game jam, you know. Put on the kind strange. I'm gonna inspect that song before I put it on the stream. Maybe next stream. If you remind me of it next stream, maybe. Maybe. But I'm gonna let the Deltarune OST run for the rest of the stream for tonight, I think. Yeah. I'll put it on next time. Don't worry, it's fine. I'll leave the Field of Hopes and Dreams for the end. It's a good like good night song. Thank you for following through to the. I don't know how that must have felt from a viewer perspective, but thank you very much. And have a good night, everybody. Take care of yourselves and goodbye. Bye bye. Love you all. Thank you for the time. Good night. Holy shit, it's fucking core.